Welcome to Manchester. When you think of this city, what comes to mind? The roar of the crowd at Old Trafford? The era-defining sounds of Oasis? Beyond the well-worn clichés of football and music lies a city of radical thinkers and relentless innovators. A city that has consistently punched above its weight, shaping not just Britain, but the world. Today we're uncovering 15 surprising facts that will change the way you see England's most rebellious city, a place that wears its gritty history as a badge of honor. Let's start with a big one. Manchester was the world's first industrialized city, the original modern metropolis. In the 19th century, it exploded into Cottonopolis, the global heart of the textile trade. Imagine a skyline dominated not by skyscrapers, but by thousands of towering mill chimneys. A vast network of canals was dug to act as the arteries of this new age, ferrying goods across the country. This was the beating heart of the Industrial Revolution, where fortunes were made and the planet was changed forever. But this progress came at a staggering human cost, inspiring Friedrich Engels' work and forging the city's defiant political soul. Today, the ghosts of that industrial past have been given a spectacular new life. Those colossal mills and warehouses are now chic apartments, bustling offices, and some of the country's coolest bars. Now, speaking of a gloomy reputation, let's talk about the weather. Manchester is famously called the rainiest city in England. But here's a fact to shatter that myth. It's not even close. It actually gets less annual rainfall than Cardiff, Glasgow, and even sunny Miami. The reputation comes from the frequency of light drizzle, not the volume. The city's most famous characteristic is, in fact, a fib. The city's innovation didn't stop there. It also revolutionized how humanity travels. Tucked away in Castlefield is a site of global significance, the Liverpool Road Station. When it opened in 1830, it became the world's very first purpose-built passenger railway station. Before this, railways were for goods, not people. This station, the terminus for the pioneering Liverpool and Manchester Railway, was a radical concept. Imagine the scene: the hiss of steam, the shriek of the whistle. It was the dawn of a new age, shrinking the world and accelerating the pace of life. The original 1830 building still stands, a monument to the moment Manchester put the world on a fast track to the future. In Manchester, you're either red or blue. It's a tribal allegiance that splits families and workplaces. On one side, Manchester United, the global behemoth, the theatre of dreams, a club whose history is etched with legendary names like Best, Ferguson, and Cristiano Ronaldo. Their story is one of triumph and resilience, creating a fan base that spans the globe. But then there's Manchester City. For decades, they were the city's underdogs, the team for the real Mancunians. Now, with City's meteoric rise, the Manchester Derby has become one of the most intense fixtures in world football, a battle for bragging rights and the soul of the city. But Manchester's identity runs deeper than football. Look closely, and you'll see it everywhere: the worker bee. This small insect has been the city's emblem for over 150 years. It harks back to the Industrial Revolution, when Manchester's textile mills were dubbed hives of activity, and its workers were the industrious bees inside. It's a symbol of a city built on hard graft, but recently, the bee has taken on a new, profound meaning. After the 2017 Manchester Arena attack, the city rallied around this symbol. It became an emblem of defiance, unity, and the unbreakable Mancunian spirit. And then there's the sound that put Manchester on the global map. It started in the post-punk gloom of the late 70s with the raw sound of Joy Division. Then came the Smiths, blending poetic angst with shimmering guitar. By the late 80s, the legendary Hacienda nightclub became the epicenter of the Manchester scene, a psychedelic explosion of dance and indie rock from bands like the Happy Mondays and the Stone Roses. And just when you thought it couldn't get any bigger, two brothers from Burnage formed Oasis, spearheading Britpop and taking their Mancunian attitude to the world. This revolutionary spirit isn't just confined to culture. Manchester is a city of radical ideas. Its most world-changing export might be the fight for women's right to vote. It was here that Emmeline Pankhurst founded the Women's Social and Political Union. Frustrated by inaction, they adopted the motto, "Deeds, not words," launching a militant campaign that shook the British establishment. The suffragettes were pioneers whose struggle began in the meeting halls of Manchester, proving this city of industry was also a factory for political change, forging a new future for women. Manchester's Rusholme area, known as the Curry Mile, has the largest concentration of South Asian restaurants in the UK. Manchester's Chinatown is the second largest in the UK, filled with hidden bakeries, herbal medicine shops, and secret speakeasies. With over 36 miles of canals, Manchester has more waterways than Venice, once used to transport coal and goods. Ernest Rutherford split the atom here in 1917, changing the course of science forever. But Manchester's modern identity is forged in neighbourhoods like the Northern Quarter. Once the heart of the global cotton trade, its warehouses fell silent. But where industry left a void, creativity rushed in. Today, this neighbourhood is an open-air gallery. Every brick wall is a canvas for vibrant, often political murals. You'll see the ever-present Manchester Bee, a symbol of the city's industrious past, now also a powerful emblem of resilience and unity. Beyond the art, the Northern Quarter is a labyrinth of discovery, a place to dive into vintage shops and stumble upon hidden cafes, a fiercely independent ecosystem and a testament to the city's enduring creative spirit. That spirit of defiance finds its most colourful expression on Canal Street. Today, it's celebrated as one of Europe's most vibrant LGBTQ+ districts, but its story is rooted in a history of struggle. For years, this was a place of secrets, where people had to hide who they were. But Manchester's queer community fought back, demanding visibility and transforming this street into a beacon of pride. A journey immortalized in the groundbreaking TV series Queer as Folk. Nearby, a statue of Alan Turing, the father of modern computing tragically persecuted for his homosexuality, is a poignant reminder of the shoulders on which this community stands. But to truly understand Manchester, you have to go deeper, literally. Beneath the city's bustling streets lies a hidden world, a network of tunnels, forgotten air raid shelters, and cavernous Victorian passageways. During World War II, thousands sheltered in these subterranean spaces from the Manchester Blitz. Many of these shelters remain, frozen in time. There are also miles of Victorian sewers and rumoured secret tunnels connecting historic buildings, many still unexplored, fueling the imaginations of urban explorers who dare to venture into the city's secret underworld. While its past is buried deep, Manchester's future is soaring high. The skyline is in constant flux, with gleaming skyscrapers symbolising a new era of ambition. This is a fundamental reinvention. From the creative hub of Media City UK, home to giants like the BBC, to an explosion of tech startups, Manchester is a global player. And it all comes back to innovation. It was here that scientists first isolated graphene, a revolutionary one-atom-thick material with the potential to change the world. From the first industrial revolution to the next, Manchester remains at the forefront. So that's Manchester, a city of radical contrasts. Industrial grit and digital gloss, underground secrets and sky-high ambitions. It's a city that never stops moving, never stops creating, and never apologizes for what it is. Uncensored, raw, and always full of surprises. What part of Manchester's story fascinates you the most? The hidden tunnels, the creative rebellion, or its scientific future? Drop a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe for more untold city stories.